was very nice out, and I guess whenever the sun is out, I am just inspired to do things that I don't normally do. One of which being reading a book, even if the book in question is Pride and Prejudice. If you guys have watched my video for a while, you guys know how much of impossible read this is for me, for the type of reader that I am. The way that the sentences are structured and the vocabularies are all so new to me, and it takes me like such a long time to follow the story and know what the author is talking about. But I guess I'm on page like 183 now, and this version, this edition that I have has 207 pages. So I guess I'm almost there. But speaking of habits, there are just things that I really wanted to try this past couple of weeks, and one of those things I have done so well in the past. I did it so regularly and I still don't understand why I stopped, and that is like just exploring authors whose work I adore, whose work I had such a good time reading. I did so many marathon of authors in the past, and that's how I fell in love with Galfoy, Dark of the Moon. I just breezed through the entire collection. There was in this thread on Reddit that just made me laugh out loud. Within the body of that thread, I came across 2 recommendations from Galaxy Sky. And if you guys recall, Galaxy Sky author Through the Cloud, A Package Story, which is a fic that was so thought-provoking and so inspiring to me that I ended up making an entire video about love, just to quote some lines in that story. When I found out that Galaxy Sky actually have an extensive collection, not just on Dramione, they also wrote for other pairings as well. But their Dramione work alone will keep you busy for days on end. So I've already read 3 of their work in rapid successions already, and I still have so many more to go through, and I had such a good time with each and every single piece of their work. And that's when I was like, why did I stop doing it? Okay. And then this past week, I actually came across another instance of this where I came across the recommendations on Save Our Skinship, Marriage Law, novel-length story. Now, if you guys recall again, Save Our Skinship writes Sea and Necromancy, which is one of my most beloved read of all time. Like, despite the era, despite the trope, despite the length, it's just among like my most treasured Dramione fics. And I was like, how did I miss a novel-length marriage law story from such an author? And I was like, you know what, I really needed to get into this old habit again. I really need to visit like all the authors' pages again, just to see if they have other work out there. If I have fell in love with one of their work, very likely chances are that I also fell in love with their other work as well. Last week I also started taking walks outside. It feels really nice to have the sun out, just being under the sun, and that's something that I want to continue on doing. Breathing in real air and like getting my steps in the middle of the day, it all felt very good, and that's something that I want to continue on doing. I'm in such an awkward position, like forgive me because I don't want to get out of the frame. But another thing that I really wanted to try, I was inspired by Melissa. She is the post office girl on IG. I know that her YouTube handle is a little bit different, but I was watching one of her vlogs and she was reading a book and taking reading notes on an actual journal. And I was like, how romantic. Like, that's something I wanted to do too. For I was reading on my iPhone, so it was super easy to just switch from app to app, copy down any sentence, write down my thoughts. But you guys know I recently transitioned to use the Kindle, and the Kindle is like another story. I love that I have a Kindle, and I love that I'll be able to rest my eyes and like not let my eyes suffer so much from the type of work that I do with screen time and like the amount of time I spend on my phone. But I don't really like the Kindle is another story, which is park it. But now that I use another device for reading and taking note on another device, I think I might as well just like take note on another device. There is something about like writing down things that is still super alluring to me. And I happen to have like journal laying around, you know. I have like Midori, which is my favorite notebook of all time. I have a blank copy of that. My friend also gifted me a beautiful Lordstrom journal that I haven't used yet, so I really wanted to get into it. I'm super close. I haven't actually done it yet, but I'll let you guys know how it goes. Back to Pride and Prejudice we go. 30 more pages, 40 more pages. Also, I'm kind of matching, right? Like my pajama is kind of in the purple theme. Going to do an exact rerun of the errands that we did in January. So just going to stock up on groceries, the Asian stores, and some Asian food. Mà tụi nó không biết, tụi nó chưa bao giờ ăn. Chào đi ngoại. Chào gia đình. So 3 years ago today, I posted the first dramione video on this channel. So today, 3 years later, we are on the 3rd anniversary of I Read This and That. And to think that it started out as a way for me to deflect questions on my reading, a way for me to hide that I'm reading fan fiction, saying that I read this and that, not really giving any answer, for it to blossom into this thing that I love and live for the past 3 years, something that is so near and dear to my heart. When I first posted that video, my aim was for the non-Dramione reader to read Dramione, obviously, but I also wanted to introduce more lesser known work and lesser known author to the Dramione reader as well. Back then, I saw a lot of the pilers in the community, the fan favorite, being talked about, and obviously for good reason. They are undisputed the best Dramione fics of all time, and that's why a lot of people were talking about it. But I also came across so many great pieces of Dramione fanfiction that I want other people to know about as well, and that's why I started doing the channel and just share about everything that I love, everything that I came across that is just such a gem in the Dramione community, for it to become something of this friendship that we have today. Last week, like 2 weeks ago, I received just a random DM on Instagram saying that Galfoy is back. It may not seem like a lot to somebody else, but it's super significant to me. There are other instances as well that I keep close to my heart, like Rosie telling me that every fix from my channel will get a little candy emoji, or one of you guys who commented, what would I think about Galfoy being back? For you guys to know me so well, knowing that I will enjoy every piece of Galfoy work out there, for you guys to think of me in that moment too when you see that she posts a new work, notify me that there's a Galfoy work coming, to know that somebody out there listen to me back on and on, obviously, and also think of me, you know, in those moments. To be so loved is something that I cannot think of 3 years ago. So obviously this turned into, you know, the annual thank you for being here type of thing, but I meant every single thing that I said, and I really appreciate you guys spending the time hanging out with me and being my friends. I feel like nobody else would understand what I'm talking about if not for you guys. So I've always struggled with describing or talking about the fics that I love and the fics that I think is beyond me, and I feel like I'm in one of those moments again, because this shared friendship between us is something that beyonds my reach and something that I love so much that I don't even know what to say. Thank you guys for being here, being my friends, hanging out with me, and I hope that you have a good time reading Dramione fics or anything that I put out on this channel. And obviously if you guys need anything, you guys know where to find me. So